Morning guys. Today we are going to see exercise 3.3 last problem. Exercise 3.3 last problem, sixth problem. Show that sine square pi by 18 plus sine square pi by 9 plus sine square 7 pi by 18 plus sine square 4 by 9 equal to 2. So here I am going to prove LHS equal to RHS. Here answer we have to bring as value 2. But here if you see this, all this sine square trigonometry ratios are given. So pi by 180 value, if you here the procedure, normal procedure is we have to find out pi by 18 value and squaring the value, then pi by 9 value and then squaring the value, 7 pi by 18 value and then squaring the value, 4 pi by 9 value and then squaring all these values, add finally we will get a 2. It is such a big problem, but here I am going to make it easiest problem. Here we have small changes in the given LHS side. If you do these changes, we can able to give the answer within 2-3 steps. Okay. So here LHS equal to, here in these two terms alone I am just changing into cos square. So why I am changing into cos square, we will know in the last step. Sine square pi by 18 and sine square pi by 9, both I am going to take this 2 I am going to change, convert into cos square value. How can we change the cos square value? So we know the procedure. Sine of 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta, which is first quadrant. 90 minus theta is first quadrant. First quadrant all are positive. Since we have 90, I told you already in the previous classes, 90 and 270 we have to change the co-ratio. So it will be cos, the value of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Sine of 90 minus theta can be written as cos theta. So both are equivalent. Sine of 90 minus theta and cos theta both are equivalent. Since 90 is there, so we have to change into cos. This is the format I am going to use in this problem also. So here how can we change sine square into cos square? Sine square into cos square. So this can be written as 90 minus theta. So this can be written as sine of 90 in radian form, because the value is given in the radian form. So instead of 90 I am taking as a radian form pi by 2 minus pi by 18 I am going to take as whole square, because since we have a square I am just taking as whole square, plus here too sine square pi by, here also I am going to convert into cos square. So sorry, this can be written as cos of, here cos of 90 minus theta also we can write sin theta. So instead of sin theta we can write cos 90 minus theta. Instead of sin 90 minus theta, cos theta. Okay. Sine square pi by 19 can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. Here theta is pi by 9 whole square. The remaining third and fourth term will be as it is. Don't change anything in the third and fourth term. Sine square 4 pi by 9. Here common denominator is 18. Here 9 pi minus pi whole square plus cos of, common denominator is, here 18. Here also 18. So here 2 into 9. So 9 pi minus, here 2 into 9. Here 2 we have to multiply. So 2 pi whole square plus, right as it is in the third and fourth terms. 4 pi by 9. Say cos, this is 9 pi minus pi is 8 pi by 18. I am put square here, plus cos 9 pi minus 2 pi, it's 7 pi by 18, put square here, plus sin square 7 pi by 18 plus sin square 4 pi by 9. So here we have a cancellation, 4 times 2 table, 9 times. Here we have a cos square 4 pi by 9, cos square 7 pi by 18, sin square 7 pi by 18, sin square 4 pi by. In the addition, form of addition, we can rearrange the terms anywhere and any time. There is no mistake here. So I am going to compare this term and this term. I am going to separate this term and this term. Write separately now. Equal to cos square 4 pi by 9 plus fourth term is sin square 4 pi by 9. This is one part. Next, cos square 7 pi by 18 plus sin square 7 pi by 18. If you see this, to look at this cos square, here look at the angle 4 pi by 9 and 4 pi by 9. Here we can consider it is theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta, we know that for these two terms value will be 1. Same like that. Look at this. 7 pi by 18, 7 both theta values are same. Cos square plus sin square theta equal to 1. So plus for this two term 1. 1 plus 1 equal to 2, which is RHS side. Hence proved. So by this we have completed exercise 3.3. Next we are going to see exercise 3.4. Before learning exercise 3.4, we must learn some trigonometry identities which is related with the sum and sum and difference. Here it is a very important identities I am going to give you, 6 identities, which is very essential to learn the future classes also, and as well as 12th standard also, which are very important identities which you are going to learn now. So learn it properly before learning exercise 3.4. Sum difference identities. So we have only we have 3 functions we are going to use here, one sine and cos and tan. 3 functions. For sine, first sine of x plus y, sine x plus y formula, sine of x plus y. If you add some difference angle or a difference variable in this theta place, the formula is sine x plus y is sine x cos x plus cos x sin y. Next, sine of x minus y, difference. This is sum, this is difference. Sin x cos x minus cos x sin y. Next, cos of, so applying some identities in this cos function, cos of x plus y equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Next, cos of x minus y is equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. This is 4. This 2 it's related with the sin values. This 2 is related with the cos values. Next, turn formula, turn of x plus y, the sum tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x into tan y. This is fifth one. Next, another one, difference tan of x minus y. Here only change, here minus means here minus, here plus. Tan x minus tan y divided by 1 plus tan x tan y. So these are the very important identities for exercise 3.4, not only 3.4, in further exercises and some other chapters, some other different chapter also we are going to use, somewhere we are going to use these identities. So it is very important, so memorize all these identities and you keep it in the fingertips, otherwise it is not easy to do the problems. So we can go for the problems. Exercise 3.4. First problem. Exercise 3.4, first problem. If sin x equal to 15 by 17 and cos y equal to 12 by 13, 0 less than or equal to less than 0 less than y less than pi by 2. First, find all the values of first subdivision. Here we have given two subdivisions, sin of x plus y and sin of x minus, cos of x minus y. These two values we are going to find out. Before that, if you want to find out sin of x plus y, we need a sin x value, cos x value, and sin x cos y. Change it here, make it changes here, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, sin x cos y minus cos x sin y, cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, cos x cos y plus sin x. Okay. Now they are asking first subdivision, they are asking find out sin of x plus y. Sin of x plus y formula is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So if you know the value of sin x value, cos x value, cos y value, sin x value, cos y value, we can apply here and we can able to find out the value of sin of x plus y. Here we have given only sin x plus y and cos y value alone given. So we have to find out cos x and sin y. How to find out? By using this we can find out the cos y value. By using this value we can able to find out cos x value, sin y value. Okay, here conditions are given. X belongs to 0 to 90 degree, means it is occur in the first quadrant. It's like the second one, y also it belongs to 0 to 90 degree, it is occur in the first quadrant. So values in the first quadrant there is no sign changes because all are positive. So there is no negative value in the first quadrant. So we don't worry about the sign here. How to find out? Here sin x is there. We need cos x. How can we find out? Already we have done it the same problems in the previous exercise 3.3. I told you we have two types of two types we have, we can find out the other remaining ratio, remaining functions. Here we have given one function, sin x given. How can we find out cos x? I told you, one is Pythagoras theorem, using Pythagoras theorem. Another one is a formula, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to one formula. So using this same, I am going to use the same formula because of the continuation. Okay, now sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Using this formula, I am going to find out a cos x value. So sin value is given. We know that sin value is 15 by 17. Here we have to squaring the 15 by 17 and apply here. If you squaring 15, it is 225 by 17, it is 289 plus 17 square is 289. Cos square x equal to 1. So cos square x equal to, bring this side, 1 minus 225 by 289. You just cross multiply 289 minus 225 by 289. It is 464, I think. 64 by 289. It is cos square x value. I need only cos x value. Cos x value, how can we find out cos x value? The squaring the right hand side. If you square this, it is plus or minus 8 by 17. Here we have values of plus or minus. So we have two values for cos x, but we are going to take only one value because it is whether it is positive or negative. So it is differs only by the condition of x. X occurs in first quadrant. So first quadrant all are positive. Strictly the cos x value is positive, not negative value. So cos x equal to 8 by 17. So this is cos x value. So by using this, I have found that cos x value. Next, using this value, I am going to find out a sin y value. Here same identity I am going to use, sin square y plus cos square y equal to 12 by 13. Equal to 1. Here sin square y we have to find out, cos square y, cos y is 12 by 13. Squaring, if you squaring that value, 12 square is 144, 169 equal to 1. Sin square y equal to 1 minus 144 by 169. If I cross multiply this, 169 minus 144 by 169, it is 25 by 13. 25 by 169. Here this value is for sin square y. I need only sin. Sin y equal to plus or minus, squaring this value, 5 by 13. So 5 by 13. Here we have plus or minus. We have to give strictly plus because it is a first quadrant. Sin y equal to 5 by 13. Don't take negative value because it is y also, it is in the first quadrant. So don't take a negative value for sin y, only it is positive value. So sin y equal to 5 by 13. Now we got the value of cos x and sin x. Now I am going to apply this formula, because the first subdivision is find the value of sin of x plus y. Sin of x plus y value is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So here sin x value is given 15 by 17 into cos y value we have no, it is also given 12 by 13, then plus cos x we have found that 8 by 17 into sin y we have found that 5 by 13. Now if you solve this, steps we can get required answer. So how can we solve this? 15 into 12, just multiplication. 15 into 12, 10, remaining 1, 3, 5, 1, 0, 8, 1. It is 180 divided by 17 into 13, just multiply. Remaining 2, 5, 7, 1, 1, 2, 220, 221 plus 40 by 221. So common denominator we have 221, 180 plus 40, it is 220. So this is the value for first subdivision. Next we can go for the second subdivision. I just rub this side. Second subdivision is cos x minus y. Cos of x minus y. So cos of x minus y formula, cos x cos y. Here since we have minus in cos formula, if it is minus we have to put plus sin x sin y. Now cos x value 8 by 17 into cos y value 12 by 13 plus sin x value 15 by 17, sin y value is 5 by 13. So now it is 221, 17 to 13 already we have multiplied, 221, 12 into 8 96 plus 221, 5, 75. So 221, 1, 170, 171. This is the value of second subdivision. Third subdivision is tan x plus y. Tan x plus y equal to tan x plus tan y whole divided by 1 minus tan x tan y. So it is tan x value. Here this is a before applying this formula, we can we have to find out tan x value and tan y value. Before this subdivision we can find out anyway here you can find out tan x value. Tan x value is sin x by cos x. By using the previous values we can able to find out the tan x value. Sin x value is 15 by 70 whole divided by cos x value is 18 by 17. It is cancelled. 15 by 8 is tan x value. Next tan y value is sin y by cos y. You can write it directly, no need to write always in this formula. You can write directly, you can write the value, no problem. Sin y value is 5 by 13 divided by cos y value is 12 by 13. 13 will be cancelled, it is 5 by 12. So after finding tan x and tan y, directly we can apply the values in the formula. So tan x plus y equal to, apply the values, tan x value 15 by 8 plus tan y value is 5 by 12 divided by 1 minus 15 by 8 into 5 by 12. So here we have a common denominator. Multiply this to 12 into 8, 96, no? 96. Here we have to multiply with 12. So 15 into 12. Remaining 1, 30, 5, 180. Plus here you have to multiply with 8, no? So if you multiply with 8, don't write here, multiply with 8, 40 whole divided by 1 minus 75 by 96, cross multiply this, 220 divided by 96 whole divided by, if I cross multiply this, 96 minus 75, 96 minus 75, 1, 21 by 96. If I cancel this, 220 by 21 is the answer for tan of x plus y. Next problem, question number 2. Sin A is given, cos B is given. Also A and B is belongs to first quadrant. Is also same like previous problem, question number 1. Same ditto, question number 1. You just go through the question number 1 and do it your own in the second problem. So we can go for the third one. Third one, find cos of x minus y, given that cos x given minus 4 by 5 and sin y is given minus 24 by 25, which is this is belongs to x belongs to pi less than or equal to less than or equal to x 3 pi by 2, y also pi less than or equal to 3 pi by 2. Okay, using this we are going to find out cos of x minus y. Cos x minus y formula is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. So here we have given only cos x and sin y. So using these two values I am going to find out. By using this one I am going to find out sin x value. By using this value I am going to find out cos y value. So this is also same like the previous problems, but here we have given a different quadrant. So let me check the answer here. So cos x, using the formula I know that x sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. So using this formula sin value we can find out. So cos square x, we are to squaring this value. If you squaring that, minus will be cancelled. 16 by 25 equal to 1. So sin square x equal to 1 minus 16 by 25. If you cross multiply this, sin square x equal to 25 minus 16 is 9 by 25. If I squaring this, sorry, if I take square root for this value, plus or minus 3 by 5. Next, let me check the sign here, positive or negative. So here it is given the quadrant. How to check this quadrant? Actually, we know the quadrant. It is 0 degree. This is 90 degree. Since we have given the quadrant as radian, we can take as also here radian value pi by 2. This is pi value. This is 3 pi by 2, this is 2 pi. So 90 degree we can write in the radian pi by 2, 180 degree it is pi, 270 degree it is 3 pi by 2, 360 degree it is 2 pi as a radian values. Okay, so x values in between, it is occurs in pi to 3 pi by 2. It means in this third quadrant. It is occur in this third quadrant. So cos x value occur in the third quadrant. So third quadrant only tan and its reciprocal positive. All other values negative. Anyway, sine is not positive in the third quadrant. So definitely sine value supposed to be minus 3 by 5. Understand? Next, using sine y equal to minus 24 by 25, using this I am going to find out the value of cos y using the same formula. Sin square y plus cos square y equal to 1. Sin square value. Here minus 24 by 25 directly I am squaring here and apply it. 24 into 24. 16 remaining 1 96 8 570 6 divided by 25 square is 625 plus cos square y equal to 1. If I carry to that side, cos square equal to 1 minus 576 by 625. If I cross multiply 625 minus 576 by 625, 625 by 576, it is 9, it is a 47. 49 by 625. So here it is cos y equal to plus or minus 7 by 25. Let me check the sign here, which is it is also in the third quadrant, pi by 3 by 2. So it is also third quadrant. Third quadrant cos function also negative. So it is also cos y equal to minus 7 by 25. Next, they ask him to find out cos of x minus y. Cos of x minus y equal to cos of x minus y. Formula is cos x cos y. Since negative, we have to put plus here sin x sin y. Now apply the values. Cos x value is minus 4 by 5. Cos y value we have found that minus 7 by 25 plus sin x value minus 3 by 5. Sin y value minus 24 by 25. Just calculate these values, minus into minus plus, it is 28, 5 into 125, minus into minus plus 72, 3 into 24, it is 72 by 125, it is 125 common denominator, 28 plus 72, it is 100. If I cancel by 25th table, 4 times, it is 5 times. So 4 by 5 is the answer for cos of x minus y. Next problem. Problem number 4. Sin of x minus y is asking. Same like that. Cos sin x value given. It is also. It is in the first quadrant. Cos y value is given. It is in the third quadrant. This also same like a previous problem. So you can do fourth problem, you can do second and fourth problems homework. You can do your own problem number 2 and 4. So already I have done 2 problems, the same method. You can use the method and you can solve this 2 and 4th problem. Next problem number 5. Find the values of first one, cos 105 degree. Sir, I know the value cos 105 degree value we have to find out. Sir, I know the value for 0 degree, cos 0 degree, cos 30 degree, cos 45 degree, cos 60 degree and cos 90 degree. More than 90 degree I don't know how to find out. So here 109 degree is given, sorry 105 degree is given. How can we find out more than 90 degree values? So here I am going to split these values. I am going to split this value. Cos 105 degree can be split 60 degree plus 45 degree. Look at these values. Cos of 60 plus 45. 60 plus 45, here I am going to consider 60 as x, 45 as y. Using this formula, cos of x plus y formula, we can split this and we can apply the values. Now we know the form. See how to split this 105. 105 we can split many way, but we have to split according to the values what we have. We have a 60 degree value, we have a 45 degree value. If you split 70, we can't able to give the value for 70 degree. So you cannot split unnecessarily like that. We have to split according to the values. Okay, so 60 plus 45 we can split. So here I am going to consider 60 as x, 45 as y. So here if I take x and y, it is form of cos of x plus y formula. If I am going to explain this cos of x plus y formula here, cos of x plus y formula. What is that? Cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. You just write this formula near to your right hand side of the note for your reference. All the formulas better you can write in every problems, because it will help you to remember when you are studying for the examination. Okay, cos of x plus y formula is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So here x is 60, y is 45. So cos 60 cos 45 degree minus sin 60 sin 45. So here what is cos 60 value? 1 by 2. Cos 45 1 by root 2. Sin 60 root 3 by 2. Sin 45 1 by root 2. So what is the common denominator? 2 root 2. It is 1 minus root 3. So this is the value for cos 105. Next is given sin 105. Second one, sin 105. This can be split like this. Same like last subdivision. 60 plus 45 degree. So sin a plus b formula. This is I am going to sin x y. The formula is sin of x plus y is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Using this formula, I am going to split the sin 60 plus 45. Sin 60 cos 45 plus cos 60 sin 45. Now cos 60 value root 3 by 2, 40 cos 45 1 by root 2 cos 60 value 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2. This is root 3 plus 1 in the numerator, common denominator is 2 root 2. So this is the value of sin 105. Next, the third one, tan 7 pi by 12. First I am going to change the radian format. It is 180 by 12. If I cancel this 6 times, 9 times, 3 times, sorry, 2 times, 45, sorry, 2 table, 3 times 45, next 3 table, 1 time, 5 times, 7 15s are 105. So now the value of radian 7 pi by 12 is tan 105. So tan 105, so tan 105, we can able to find out tan 60 plus 45 and using tan x plus y formula. Also we have another one is sin 105 degree by cos 105 degree. Using this we can able to find out tan 105 degree is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 whole divided by, it is 1 minus root 3 by 2 root 2. If I cancel this, it is 1 plus root 3 by 1 minus root 3. So this can be simplified by multiplying conjugation. 1 plus root 3 into 1 plus root 3. It is multiply 1 plus root 3 whole square divided by, so this is a minus b into a plus b formula. A square minus b square is 3. It is a plus b whole square. I am going to expand this a plus b whole square formula. So it is a square plus b square is 3 plus 2ab is 2 root 3 divided by, it is minus 2. If I add this 4 plus 2 root 3 divided by minus 2. If I take 2 commonly outside in this numerator, it is 2 plus root 3 by minus 2. So we can cancel this 2 numerator and denominator 2. So finally the answer is minus into 2 plus root 3 for the value of tan 105 degree. So by this we can conclude today's class. The remaining problems we will see in the next class. Thank you.